When you walk through the home and you look at the art or you look at the objects, the children's personalities, their input, it's everywhere.
It was a very explicit part of the brief from the client, a place of wonder for children.
Arriving at the house for the first time was very intriguing. It's not your average house. You come down a long pathway and you arrive at what looks to be like a very low one-story building. It has a certain kind of Japanese quality to it, but once we came inside, you could tell, like, from a layout perspective, there were like a lot of really strange things happening.
It was almost laid out in the exact opposite way that you would intuitively think that it should be. The bones were there, but the plan almost needed to be flipped.
They chose this home and fell in love with the gardens because they knew what it would bring. They didn't want to tear it down. They wanted to explore how we could use basically the bones of this house and rework it in a way that would support them. So one of the most sort of significant moves that we made in the redesign of this home was we moved the kitchen and dining and living areas from upstairs to this level down here. And then to sort of really reinforce the connection to the garden, we included wall-to-wall glazing across this whole area and large sliders so that it can be kind of opened up to the garden. And we made this solarium, which felt kind of like this really special part of the existing home. We decided to kind of make it like the center, and that's where the family gathers and where they dine. It was really fun and sort of joyful to work with these clients because it was so clear how much they want to include their children in sort of everyday life.
It was baked in from the very start that there needed to be, good storage and good functional kind of millwork solutions so that all of that could feel thoughtful instead of chaotic, but really to make the children feel like they had agency in the home. And I think a really good example of that is the design of the pantry. It's really like to cook and to help with dinner, and so there was a whole series of shelves that were designed at a much lower level, bins that can be filled up with snacks and fresh fruit, and enables them to actually be able to go into those spaces and grab what they need and participate in a way that is not always available to children in houses. Having a dedicated playroom was an important part of the brief for the client, but having that as a separate yet connected part to the rest of the home.
By moving the kitchen and living room and dining room down here, we were left with this amazing space upstairs where the kitchen had been before, that has this beautiful skylight and French doors onto a patio space. And it seemed like the perfect place for a playroom because there's still this really strong kind of acoustic connection to downstairs, but it's sort of in its own sanctuary in the home. This family also has an incredible passion for coffee. We decided, of course, to dedicate a lot of space to the kitchen, the pantry, the dining area with a dedicated coffee station. One of the most amazing parts of working on residential projects is when you come back and see how the home is being used and realizing that the home is supporting the sort of huge domestic job that it needs to is enormously rewarding. In this project, I think what was so successful was less about the interior finishes, but more about the architectural changes and the way that we kind of had an opportunity to shape the sequence of moving through the spaces.